The sun is rising. The ducks are making noise because they want to be fed. We're ready to go. This is where we slept last night. Another guest room. Unfortunately, the air conditioning was on most night and I was cold. Here where the gentleman stopped us yesterday. We're back on the Euphrates, back on the road to Basra. Today the temperature should be a little lower. Should be 1 degree lower than yesterday, which may not be much, but I'll take it. It's very windy around here. It's a side wind. The good thing is it's hot as hell. I said it was hot as hell in Turkey, so this is straight to Satan's bedroom, I think. Kind of hot. And yeah, the good thing is there's always a bit of wind, because if there was no wind, it would die. Should die, I think. Now we go to this village to find some food. Breakfast on the Euphrates. Bread and cream and some little cake. Good stuff. Breakfast over. We are going back on the other side of the Euphrates, crossing the river. Euphrates this side, Euphrates the other side. Like 10 years ago, this was all marshes. But now, it's dry. Another bridge checkpoint. I could be mistaken, but here there are marshes. Side wind today. Slower progress. It's 10 o'clock. Almost 10 o'clock. 10 to 10. We did only 48 kilometers. 10 minutes to 12, did 66 kilometers. Today is tough. The wind is a challenge. And I don't know. I knew Basra was hot, but fucking hell. It's really hot. We had to take a break now because I was overeating. Now we have 12 kilometers to one of Ahmed friends, and there we stop for lunch. The bicycle. This we chilled here for the lunch. This lovely family gave us lunch, and we took a nap. And now we are off to Basra. Are we? This apparently is Adam's tree. Maybe where he got the apple. Adam's tree. So there you go. This is actually where the Tigris and Euphrates meet. Alright, after Adam's tree, we are at the junction of the Tigris on your left and the Euphrates on the right. That's where the two rivers joins, and then they go to Basra again. The Euphrates, the Tigris. This is the last time crossing the Tigris very last time to continue our journey towards Basra. We could go on the right side, on the right bank, which is a motorway with lots of traffic. But we decided we go on the left bank of the river and follow this smaller road. It's we have 1 hour of cycling, and we will have to start looking for a place where we can spend the night, although Ahmed has many friends in Basra, so if we can get a bit closer, then we can stay with one of his friends. Karim, it was so nice that he invited us, me and Ahmed, to here for chai and food, and also to spend the night. Thank you very much.
شكرا. ثاني حياك الله. أهلا وسهلا.
So apparently we are very close to the border between Iraq and Iran. So they told me that down there you can see Iran basically. So this field is where they grow wheat. Believe it or not, but this is where they grow wheat. Here they have a water reservoir where they have fish. It's not huge, but I'm sure there is lots of fish around here. They cast in a net and they get the fish. Dawood.
What?
Dawood.
Salam.
Salam alaikum.
لا هي ترجموها كل كلمة ترجمة بالتليفون.
There is nothing. Okay, he did catch a fish. Little fish. But it's there. On the net.
لا يتصل بالمركز ماله.
طبعا كنا بالطريق والناس وقفونا قالونا تفضلوا على العشاء وباتوا، وما شاء الله جابوا مفطح كله لحم وهاي. هو تعجب كلش يعني عن هاي الضيافة، يعني عن شخص واحد جايبين هذا كله.
Good morning. This is the guest room and this is where we slept. And the patriarch of this family also slept with us, which I believe it's an honor.
طبعا هنا الحجي قال له هذا ابن الشهيد الكبير استشهد بأيام داعش، فجت العبرة رأسه تنظل يبكي والحجي قبل ظل يبكي.
Back on the road, guys. Back on the road. The wind is almost our back again. Yesterday was mostly tailwind. And yeah, we left the family, Karim's family. And yeah, it was very emotional. He showed me at the entrance of the house, he has a big poster of his son, his oldest son. And it was a bit emotional. The oldest son gave his life for the freedom of this country and other countries as well. In 2015, fighting Daesh, fighting ISIS. This is how they call ISIS in Iraq is Daesh. And yeah, it was an emotional moment. Today is Friday, 7:33, so they didn't kill the internet from 6 to 8 because there are no exams. Ahmed going a bit too fast for me. It's too light with the carbon bike. We got some dates, the yellow ones. Ahmed really like them. They're not ready, but they're still good. Just a bit velvety on the mouth. It's a swimming pool. We just stopped in an ice cream place and we had a granita. I don't know, in English it's a slurpee, I think. It's almost dark. We chilled here the whole afternoon in Basra at Ahmed's cousin, and yeah, we're good to go now. We're gonna meet some of his friends for a night ride, and then maybe we go to his village, which is 20 kilometers away. Now it's dark. We need to cycle many kilometers in the dark. I don't know if I like. It's now 20 past 8. We stop at Ahmed friend that I think also is called Ahmed. He has like, I don't know, he had like 7 or 8 bicycles. Mostly road bike, time trial bicycle, and also a really nice mountain bike, full suspension. And he also spoke very nice English. And he made all his money working for Italians. He worked for Eni and Saipem, which are oil companies basically. Oh, go. I think we are riding against the traffic. We are surrounded by a mob of people with the bicycle. I was not expected. Yeah. The boardwalk empire. Ahmed tells me that sometimes the police doesn't let people cycle on the boardwalk, but usually riding on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lane highway. It's 33 past 11. It's all good in a bike friendly country like Iraq. Very safe, very safe. 15 kilometers to go. That's breakfast with Ahmed. Very good. Scrambled eggs with onions. They're really, really good. Ahmed, are you happy I'm leaving?
I'm happy to see you.
Now it's time that we leave Ahmed. That was so nice to come to Nasiriyah to meet me. And he was my guardian angel till basically the border with Kuwait. Now it's, I think, 60 kilometers to the border.
60? 30?
30?
Yeah.
Okay. Only 30 kilometers to the border. But yeah, very grateful that he came with me, and very grateful to his family. I was here 2 nights, and they cook us dinner, they cook us all the meals. So it was a privilege again to stay with an Iraqi family, and I might see you on the road. You want to travel, no?
Yeah, I will take you to Bikaway.
Yeah.
And welcome any cyclists from different countries
Yeah, so
to Iraq.
Ahmed is the only warm shower host in federal Iraq. So if you come to Iraq, look him up. Road to Kuwait. They are paving the roads in Al Zubair, so it's a bit dusty at the moment, but they are paving most of the roads. And I know you see a lot of trash everywhere, but believe it or not, they do collect the trash door by door. So this is fucking nonsense, because in Ahmed family they have 2 big bins for trash, and last night they brought them at the door. When the truck came, the truck collected the trash and they left. So there is no any logical reason why the people need to put trash everywhere. Alright, I partied from Ahmed, and now I'm riding solo again. Look at that, someone is gonna get killed here very soon by a falling brick. I'm sorry for Ahmed because he caught me that I was drained in Assyria. I was really drained. I know I was 3 nights in Assyria when he arrived, but I wasn't able to charge my batteries even in those 3 days. Yeah. Immediately when he arrived in Assyria, I think he thought this guy is fucking, it's batshit crazy. But at some point they are very rigid. Iraqi people are very rigid on their customs, and then I started to be rigid also on mine. So, and the morning he arrived in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. We went to sleep, and then in the morning immediately I think he thought this guy is crazy. Because yeah, I asked him not to do something, and yeah, but I hope he had a good time anyway. I think it was a nice time, but I think we had a pleasant time. Then it's difficult to communicate because his level of English is not that good. So for something a little bit more articulated, we had to use Google Translate. But it was nice. It was nice, and it was nice for me to travel with him, because when you travel 2 people, you're a group, and you interact with the locals, with the local community as a group. So I let him do most of the work, and the first few days I was really in very, very passive, and yeah, so that I was trying to preserve my energies. I stopped at a supermarket here because I wanted to buy some wet wipes. Man, the guy, he kept saying, "Where are you from?" while he was touching his jug. Hey, Kuwait, yeah, Kuwait. And then he said, "Do you want to take a shower?" What the fuck? And he kept touching his junk. I was like, dude. Jesus Christ. This. I never experienced a country with such sexual frustration as Iraq. You know, I went through the whole country. I didn't talk to a woman. The only woman I talked was Mohammed's mom, with the family that they host me in Tigris. She's the only woman that show up in a house to say welcome, blah, blah, blah. I went through the whole country without talking to a lady, except this older woman. First visual on Kuwait. I think now it should be about 15 kilometers to the border. The border is not as easy as other borders. That's it. Safwan border crossing. We made it. Kuwait country number 65. I arrived with this bus. Very backward border crossing. Pretty smooth on the Iraqi side, but I knew it was gonna be a little problem on the Kuwait side. They don't let you cycle about 5 kilometers. You have to put the bicycle in this fucking bus. It's a process. It's a fucking process. But it didn't drain me too much because I was prepared. Spanish couple went through like a couple of months ago, and they told me, and it cost me €5, €5.60 to get the privilege to enter this country. So yeah, I was already bitching in the morning when I was fitting the panniers on my bike because the valet straps were missing. I usually fold them and put them here, but I think someone lifted the bag from there thinking it's something and it fell off. Because usually they are hard to fall off. And I didn't notice when I took the bag from the bus, and I was like, motherfucker, the bus went back and now I'm screwed. And those things are, one, they are expensive. Two, you cannot replace them here. But then there was a guy asking if I want a taxi to Kuwait City. I was like, do I look like I need a taxi? And then he was like, what's going on? Why are you bitching and complaining? I was like, I forgot something on the bus. And he told me, but the bus is parked there. Well, it's behind those houses. So he went there with the car to kind of stop the bus, but the bus was stopped. I went there and I went inside and I asked the driver to open and let me have a look inside, and they were there on the floor in the corridor of the bus. So we start Kuwait in a annoying border, I have to say, but at least I was lucky I didn't lose anything. They wanted to scan all the bags on the exit from Kuwait, and I was like, no, dude, let's scan a couple of ones. And I tried to make it. It was like a hard work and delay until they got tired. And I was like, okay, go. And on the Kuwait side, all the bags are on the bus, and they try to, I think they make samples. At some point they said, okay, all out with the bags, we're gonna check them. I was like, what? And but then one guy told me they're gonna check a few ones and that's it. And that's what happened. The bicycle, they told me, leave it on the bus and down with the bags. I was like, yeah. And I went down with a little bag and pretended standing like a couple of minutes, and then I went back on the bus and I sat down. That was that. It's a bit late, but I'm leaving the border now. It's 3:30, but I was not gonna cycle at 2. The sun here is brutal. Temperature is 44 degrees. I mean, is that a Burger King? Fucking no. Is that a Burger King in the middle of nowhere? Just at the border? Fucking hell, it is Burger King. Come on. It's like a different like it is a different country, but I mean it is very different.
Continue on Route 80 for 66 kilometers.
Fucking hell, it's Burger King. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna celebrate new country with a milkshake at Burger King. You know what? They don't have a milkshake at Burger King in Kuwait, at least not in this one. And yeah, I got some plain ice cream. Still good. 3:54. Burger King is done. Still feel like I'm in an oven, but now the temperature will start to go down, I think. I was at the border. I sent some messages to hosts in Kuwait City. One guy replied immediately said yes, but it's not in Kuwait City. It's in the first city I will encounter after the border. It's 90 kilometers away. If the shoulder is like this, I can cycle even in the night. So this is Kuwait, guys. Kuwait, country number 65. The road changed and turned twice slightly, and now we are mostly tailwind. Still sidewind, but now it's at my back. That's where I'm gonna stop. Jahra, 75 kilometers. I think it's pronounced Jahra. What is this? What is that? That's a big lizard. Jahra 65. Jahra 55. Jahra 45. Sunset o'clock. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing. Just oil rigs. It's 20 past 6. Well past the sunset. I think we are getting way south now. Still about 35 kilometers to go. Minor discussion with my host. He kept insisting that he was coming to pick me up with this pickup, taking me to a campsite. I mean, campsite is he probably referred to the place where he keeps the ships. He said we have dinner there and then we go home. I was like, no, but I want to cycle the whole way. Kept insisting. I think then he realized, I was like, please respect, I want to cycle my way around the world, not taking rides around the world. My rule, don't cycle in the dark. First day in the country, cycling in the dark. I stopped here because I was really thirsty, had no water. I asked Daddy for some water to buy, but no, he gave me 3 bottles of water for free. Shukran.
Yeah, bro. Good.
Shukran.
And coffee?
No, coffee no. If I have coffee now, no sleep.
Okay.
Shukran. Now I can see the city lights. Look at that. What a view. I'm in town.